Small words, big meaning. In this part, we'll crack verb plus preposition pairs, the combinations that make your English sound natural. Ready? Some verbs need a particular preposition to complete their meaning, like depend on, listen to, apply for. There's no single rule that tells you which goes with which, so we learn them as chunks. A prepositional verb is a verb followed by a preposition and usually an object. You can't just drop the preposition. It changes the meaning or becomes ungrammatical. And here's a teacher tip. Learn them as fixed pairs and practice short sentences with each one. Example 1. Let's compare look at and look for. She looks at the painting. That means she focuses on it. Now, she looks for her keys. That means she's searching for them. Remember, if you mean search, use look for. If you mean direct your eyes toward, use look at. Example 2. Listen to versus listen for. I listen to music every day. Here, you're just hearing it. But I listened for a car horn in the fog. Here, you were waiting, trying to hear a specific sound. Example 3. Tricky pairs. Now for some tricky ones. She applied to the university. The target is the university itself. She applied for a scholarship. The object is the thing she wants. And finally, we depend on our translator during negotiations. A quick trick. Apply to a place, apply for a thing. Use this to avoid common mix-ups. Let's practice. I'll give you a sentence, you try to complete it. First one. I'm blank the keys. The answer is I'm looking for my keys. Say it aloud with me. I'm looking for my keys. Next. They blank the proposal yesterday, meaning they reached an agreement about it. They agreed on the proposal yesterday, and if they accepted it, they agreed to the proposal yesterday. Memory strategy. Here are 2 quick strategies. First, chunking. Add each new verb as verb plus preposition plus short sentence in your notebook. Second, use it now. Make one sentence with the new pair today. This beats rote lists every time. Now, let's go through some of the most common mistakes with these verb and preposition pairs and learn how to fix them for good. First, a very common error, saying depend of or depend in. The correct phrase is always depend on. It means to rely upon. For example, you would never say we depend of him. The right way is always we depend on him. Next, people often say listen the radio or listen at the radio, but the correct collocation is listen to the radio. You always need that preposition to. So it's wrong to say she listens the radio. The correct sentence is she listens to the radio. Another tricky verb is look. You can't just say look the picture. The meaning changes completely with the preposition. If you want to focus your eyes, you say look at the picture. If you are searching for something, you say look for the picture. So remember, look at to focus and look for to search. Here's a mistake that even advanced learners make. Saying apply for the university when you mean to submit an application to that school. The correct preposition is apply to a university because the university is the target. You use apply for when you talk about the thing you want, like a scholarship or admission. So it's she applied to the university, but she applied for a scholarship. This one is really important, knowing the difference between agree with, agree on, and agree to. They are not the same. You agree with a person, meaning you share their opinion. You agree on something, like when you reach a mutual decision about the terms of a deal. And you agree to a suggestion or a proposal, meaning you accept it. For example, they agreed on the schedule, and she agreed to the proposal. We all agree with her decision. Finally, a general rule. Don't drop the object after a prepositional verb. For example, listen to almost always needs an object. You can't just say, I am listening to. you need to say what you are listening to. Always check if your verb needs an object after the preposition. Alright, time for some practice. Here are 5 questions. I'll read the questions and the answers. Question 1, an easy one. Every morning she to music while jogging. The options are A, listens at, B, listens to, C, listens on, D, listens in. The answer is B, listens to. That's because listen to is the fixed collocation for hearing something, like music. Question 2, easy to medium. I can't find my passport. I've been it all morning. The options are A, looking at, B, looking for, C, looking in, D, looking on. The answer is B, looking for. You use look for when you are searching for something. Question 3, medium difficulty. You shouldn't, the weather for an outdoor wedding. Always have a backup plan. The options are A, rely in, B, rely on, C, depend to, D, depend in. The answer is B, rely on. Both rely on and depend on are the correct collocations meaning to trust or expect something. Question 4, a hard one. After long negotiation, both teams finally the new timetable. The options are A, agreed with, B, agreed on, C, agreed to, D, agreed for. The answer is B, agreed on. You use agree on when you reach an agreement about a specific thing, like a timetable. And now question 5, the hardest one. Don't say the answer out loud, write it in the comments. The question is, she, the university, and now she's waiting for an answer. The options are A, applied for, B, applied to, C, applied at, D, applied with. I want you to type your answer in the comments and explain your reasoning. I'll pin the best explanation. If this section helped, please like the video and subscribe for weekly grammar masterclasses. For question 5, type your answer in the comments and explain why. I'll pin the clearest reply. Thanks for watching!